Introducing Dr. Booze. Sent back through time from tomorrow to save the homebrew tradition and dodge as much tax on alcohol as possible.
So, guys, this is not going to win any competitions. It's not going to resemble a Merlot, a Shiraz, a Cabernet Sauvignon. It's just not. But what it will do is get you pissed. Welcome to another video. Guys, should you get into home brewing? If you like drinking, of course you should. Do you need equipment? Not really. This is the thing. Once you do it without equipment, just bashing yeast in something, over time you'll accumulate and take some things where your hobby will grow. Guys, I started exactly what I'm going to show you right now. And I've ended up with demi-johns. I got a pressure barrel. I got a mead on the go. Guys, honestly, it's so simple. You just if you're interested, maybe give this a go. I'm not a how-to channel. I'm just follow me on my brewing journey. And I'm showing you where I began. Now, I began fermenting shit straight in the bottle, which the shop sells you. This is red grape juice. Guess what? Ingredients. Red grape juice. You don't want any of that potassium sorbate, any other preservatives, because they'll basically stop your yeast using. Now, I'm just going to slap bread yeast in here. Just something you'd use for bread, to bake bread. It works. It'll get to 13%. And this is how we do it. Let me show you. This is the equipment you need, guys. A funnel, if you've got one. If you haven't got one, roll up a bit of paper. Guys, sugar, that's all you need. A measuring cup. Guys, if you haven't got a measuring cup, you need to rethink your life choices. Bread yeast, £1.25 for this. This is enough bread yeast to ferment probably 80 to 100 litres of booze. You need half a teaspoon, that's all you need. And this is the equipment you don't need. But this is the equipment I'm going to use, to show you how much sugar you'd need in this grape juice. That's the only reason I'm using this, so I can advise how much sugar to put in and then tell you how much it will yield in alcohol. It's going to be wine percentage between 11 to 13%. But that's what... My fucking glove's gone again. Guys, I need to sew this bloody thing on. Right. In this juice, there is literally 16 grams per 100 mil of... 16 grams of sugar per 100 mil of juice. That's pretty high. So I'm going to take a gravity just of the juice. We might not even have to add sugar. Let's have a look. So we can see the gravity here without adding sugar is 1.064. Now if that ferments out to dry to 1.000, that is going to give you an 8.4% cider, red grape juice cider. I'm going to add a bit of sugar. I'm just going to add a bit of sugar because we want it 10, 12, 11% to make it profitable. Guys, it's important. Just tip some out. So you've got, that's about 200 mil I've tipped out because the reaction is going to cause bubbles. Not all the time, but you don't want it coming up and out and over and getting to, and you've got fruit fly and you're fucked. So all I'm going to put in there, guys, is a quarter cup of sugar, because this grape juice, which I've got from Asda, is very sugary. So I'm just going to put a quarter cup in. Okay, so I'm just going to shake this up until all the sugar's dissolved. and then I'll take another gravity reading to see what the ABV will be if it ferments out dry. Guys, like an absolute twat, I was gonna check if the sugar was dissolved, so I tipped the bottle upside down and the fucking cap was off. My glove's gone again. So, oh god, right guys, I need to clean this crap up. It's splashed everywhere. Fucking grape juice as well. Red grape juice. Right, floor's a bit slippery now. Lucky I'm not top heavy or anything. So I'm pretty nimble on my feet, you know. Quick over short distances. Right then, let's see what gravity. So the gravity is 1.090. Guys, if that ferments out to dry, it can go a little further, but if it just ferments out to 1.000, it's gonna get to like 11.8%. Guys, wonderful. So this really is how easy home brewing can be. Guys, it's this easy. Now, I've lost a bit on the floor and in the dog's bowl. So, right, just take a little scoop. Guys, half a teaspoon, less than half a teaspoon. Chuck him in. Give him a shake up. A lot of shaking is good at the beginning because it'll aerate. Now, yeast need oxygen to build their colony. Once it starts fermenting, bubbling up, you don't want to get oxygen into the liquid. But that's fine, because once CO2 starts coming out, because the yeast are producing CO2 and alcohol, it'll create a negative pressure so air or bacteria can't get in. So just loosen the cap, leave it aside, room temperature. Guys, doesn't really matter. Just leave it room temperature. Here in my climate, it's going to take about 10 days. That's it. I'm gutted I've lost all that over the floor. But I'm just going to put it there in my kitchen. And I'm going to leave it for 10 days. And I'll see you then. So it's been 16 days. Life gets in the way, guys. I could have done this after 10, 11 days. But, you know, shit happens. So, this is absolutely finished. Smells like booze. I'm just going to tip it in there. Making sure not to tip the bottom bit out, because that's where all the dead yeast and impurities in the juice have dropped out. And it's kind of imperative that you're sure it's fermented, because what will happen, that's enough, you don't want, like, obviously you don't want mold growing on it, you don't want eyeballs looking at you, and you don't want like a glossy film over the top, you know, nothing like that, which indicates it's infected and you should not drink it. And I guess so we'll just be looking to see if the sugar the yeast eat the sugar, they give out alcohol and CO2, as well as other stuff which you don't even need to worry about. And guys, methanol, right? Don't worry about methanol. This is just a fermented juice. That's a whole nother video. But quickly, methanol is a concern when you distill a product, when you extract the alcohol out of the juice, because you're extracting the methanol and the ethanol. And that's where it can get dangerous. This is fine. Right, so I'm calling this 0.995. It's actually fermented more than the viscosity of water. Now, let me tell you what percentage this bad boy is. So that's 12.5%, guys. 12.5%. The absolute bang in the middle, maybe on the top end of what you're going to buy your red wine. So, guys, this is not going to win any competitions. It's not going to resemble a Merlot, a Shiraz, a Cabernet Sauvignon. It's just not. But what it will do is get you pissed. Oh, let's have a palate cleanse. Cleanse a palate before you take it, you know. Cheers, Mickey. Cheers, everybody. Smells like red grape juice booze. Tastes like red grape juice booze. Guys, that's nice. That's nice. Look, if you're into your wine tasting and all that, this isn't for you. But if you want to get into brewing and you find this interesting, guys, give it a go. You know, I'm not a how-to channel, but everything that touches this has to be very clean, like clean, sanitized, to stop the possibility of getting ill. If you do it like I've done it and there's no sign of infection, guys, two quid, you got a bottle of 12.5%. Guys, you can add sugar if you want it a bit sweeter to drink, like a coffee. Just put a teaspoon of sugar in, bam, done. Guys, I like it like this. Lovely. It's that easy. Guys, if you like this type of thing, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. If you hate this kind of thing, don't subscribe. Give me a thumbs down. But let me know in the comments why you hate this, because this is quite controversial without using equipment. But guys, if it gets you into brewing, that's when your journey really starts. Just like me, 7-8 months ago now, maybe 9 months ago. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, guys, I look forward to you on the next one.